Yo. I just want to randomly do a video to update a little and let's see if I got some spontaneous message. And yeah, I am literally having a flu right now, so I am resting at home and yeah, just resting and some processing. And today I want to talk about first, passion, how we can find our true passion, because everyone is individually unique and everyone should has different interests that they want to focus on, and finding that is such a crucial process for our own being. So yeah, let's talk about this. So there was one card I especially want to talk about. It says, each of us has a fire in our heart for something. It's our goal in life to find it and keep it lit. And I resonate a lot with this because only we would know what would bring us joy when doing it. And it is very important when we are searching for our passion to distinguish it from our materialistic goal, because throughout my journey, what I truly find happiness doing it cannot be linked to my materialistic point of view, because once they are mixed, then the spark disappeared. And every time I experience that moment, it is a time for me to pull myself back, a step back, to evaluate again, to find out the reason why I felt that complicated emotions. Sometimes I call it headache, because it really gave me headache when I am not functioning truly from my heart. That would make me suffer a little. And while taking a step back, I shall recentering myself to move forward from my passion side of view, instead of how much money it can make me, because that's not sustainable. We all know money is just for us to live. We live to work. We don't want ourselves to work to live. And like I want to talk about like spiders. The natural law for spiders to live is by building webs. And every time when the web that they just newly built somehow is destructed by the nature, they don't, like, they instantly would start building a new one. And I feel like this is such a good description for the journey when we are pursuing our passion, because finding joy is such an instinct. It's the same philosophy, and it has that magical force every time to support us to keep going without feeling defeated. And by pursuing our passion, we find our life force to live everyday life with the intention of joy, and it is more sustainable way to live. I like it. And yeah, enough about the message of passion. This is just a short video, so now that I am feeling ill, I want to also talk about healing and medication, because I always feel this is a topic I like to talk about with people, because my experience with getting sick is quite different. I mean, personal. And I stopped seeing doctors, going to clinics whenever I get sick. I stopped going there, I think since late secondary school time. And so every time when I feel sick, I just know that what I need the most is rest, because my feeling towards sickness is when the body is telling us that we are pushing too hard and we need to take a break. And so I wouldn't really take medicines. I'm not suggesting it to, to ask everyone to do whatever I'm doing, but it's from my experience that it helped me a lot. Not instantly, but in the long term, because by recovering naturally, only by resting, hydrating, rebuilding my body, I allow my body to be in the process of trying to get something that doesn't serve my body anymore out. So I see, let's say, runny nose or stomach ache or coughing or headache. It is how my body functions to rebuild my structure for getting stronger and stronger. So throughout my journey so far, my immune system is actually very strong. So even though I don't take medicine, but in the long run, the times that I would get sick in a year is actually, significantly degrading. So it is, getting less and less. So for me, it is very inspiring to experience, and I would really encourage you to look into the Chinese healing philosophy. It's not only Chinese, I think in India they have their own. I think it's called Ayurveda, and I heard in Greek they had their own too, using plants extract. So a lot of places in the ancient times, we all developed our own natural healing process towards sickness. And I want to especially talk about one time my cat is jumping onto the sofa. Well, yeah, one time I got a really huge back pain for a long period of time, maybe for like a month or so. And one of my friends, she practiced singing bowl healing and she suggested me to try it out for a 1 hour section, and I did. Even though I didn't know much about it, but I always had this interest in singing bowls, and I trust this friend, so she did it on me for an hour, and it was interesting to me because she did it from head to toe. I was lying down and she used all different kind of bowls, making sounds about my body from head to toe. And by the time she was doing it over my chest, over my heart space, some painful memory of my life came up to my mind, and I felt this urge to cry, and my tears just automatically came out, and I felt like I was releasing my pain. And from that point on, the whole section until the toe, I was crying like a faucet open, fully open. And by the time she finished the section over my toes, I stopped crying and I stood up, and my back pain was totally gone, like in a blink. It just didn't hurt anymore, and that was such an interesting and nutritional process for my thinking and experience to life, because it expand my perspective towards sickness on not just the physical level, but it might actually mean something deeper, like emotional or mental heaviness or blockage. And so, yeah, I don't know how you feel about my sharing, but I wish you find some insights hearing me. Yeah. And for the ongoing videos, I actually want to try something new. So it's just a tiny update about what will be happening moving on. So these days, I suddenly felt like pulling out the archives from the videos I took when I was traveling or when I was overseas. And I just feel like I want to make good use of them, because since I already documented it, and it would be fun to play with on this channel. So let's see how I will release them. Of course, it's in my own way. I'm expecting something suit my style, which is simple, free, and easy for me. And yeah, stay tuned, and thank you for being here on my journey. And if you haven't subscribed my channel and you've been watching a view, feel free to do so, since you already almost finished my videos. So I guess, you know, we are very connected, and I would like to share more of my life to you and my perspectives. So yeah, that's it. I wish you a beautiful day ahead. It's actually Friday today in Hong Kong, so I wish you a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk next time. You'll hear me next time.